I hope you can hear me. All right. Okay, so now let me notation settings. All right, so now how do I change that? Anyone? All right. So anybody can watch. Save. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. Let's see here. Shalom. All right, here we go. Okay. 6 people. Good, good. All right, y'all. Let me just put in here because I'm not sure if you can or not. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Oh, yay! That's where I was having problems last week. For some reason, I did not have sound. So I'm glad. Oh my goodness, I'm excited now. Now that you told me you can hear me, this is exciting. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get back to the live chat, CH464. We're gonna get back to it. Wow. Okay. Now I just gotta get set up. I'm on with Streamlabs. All right, y'all, we're going to do Nicodemus. What we could not do, we're going to do today. All right. All right. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you can hear me loud and clear, because that's a blessing in itself. So... good. Oh, you watched the Daniel, you watched the BIE video I did today. Yeah, that's a trip. How they are trying to deflect from themselves and put all of the trouble going on in America on us. It has never been us. And it doesn't matter how much they try to implicate us like that. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for the simple fact that they got the biggest track record of doing all the killing up in here. We don't have that kind of history. They're trying to make us have that kind of history, but, you know, with these 3 back-to-back shootings, plus there have been some copycat attempts, and those copycat attempts have all been white people. So they can't put it on us no matter how you look at it. You know, they can't do it. All right. Yeah, they can't do it. They want to get us so badly. They've been trying to point at us as the boogeymen and women in this society, and it's no longer working out for them like it used to. You know, before they could say something about us and everybody on the earth would believe it. Now, they will say something about us and people are not jumping on board and believing them anymore. And I think that is tearing their asses up. Shabbat Shalom, family, to everybody coming into the room. Shabbat Shalom to you. Shabbat Shalom. But it doesn't matter what they do. You know, these folks are losing power every single day. They are not the people that they used to be, you know? Yeah, yeah. And some people, I agree with that, CH464. You know, there are some people that are saying, oh, we're about to enter Jacob's trouble. We've been in Jacob's trouble for a long time now. You know, we're already in it. We've been in it. We've been in it probably through most our whole lifetime. We're not getting to it. We're already there. You know, and I don't know why people think we're not there. Look at all the problems we've had all the way up until now. You think we're not there? How do you figure? Okay. All right. Let me see if I can get on here and make a adjustment here. I'm just, you know, I'm not surprised. I think we got to get out of being shocked. These folks have already showed us who and what they are. There should be no more shock value in this. Ladies and gentlemen, we should be beyond the shock. as far as I'm concerned. And just have the understanding that these folks are never going to change. We already know that. We already know it. Yeah, I agree, Lord Mall 3. Yeah, America is losing a lot. You know, it seems like their fall from grace is just getting faster and faster. And Donald Trump has been a huge help, and I wish I could thank him personally for that. I really do. Yeah. A lot of them know we are not lying. That's very true. We're not lying about our situation. We never lied about it. And we're not the ones that have to lie about history. That's one thing about us. We never ever had to lie about history. They lie about history for very obvious reasons, but we never had to lie about history or anything that has happened to us. Shabbat shalom to you, Brenda Hill. But they are so desperate to get everybody to believe the only problem that's going on in America is us. It's not even funny. And I'm telling you, it's not going to work. And you're doing this at a time when 3 mass shootings happened from 3 white males. You think you're going to come out and convince people that it's not you, it's us? No, nobody's going to fall for that. No, but they have to do that because they don't want anybody looking at them. That's the biggest reason why they keep pointing to us and trying to insist that we are the problem, because they don't want anybody really looking at them. And see, all week long, they've been getting dragged. And all week long, they've been attempting to put the focus back on black on black crime in Chicago, and it failed. It did not work. Okay, but they were attempting to do it on social media, and it didn't go anywhere. All week long, everybody was still talking about the mass shootings. And much of it will still be in the news even next week, because remember, they have to have funerals for all of these people. So that's also going to be out there during the same, all of next week. So we already know what's going on. And believe me, there's more mass shootings coming. Plenty more. Yeah, I saw Ivanka was out on Thomas. I did see that too. She was out on Twitter trying to change the direction to Chicago, and she got dragged badly. People ain't standing for that mess anymore. You can't be out here committing all kinds of crimes and then insist on somebody else get pointed at. That ain't working no more. That's not working. That black on black crime and them trying to run with that narrative, it's getting harder and harder for them to pull that off, ladies and gentlemen. They can't pull that off like they used to. That's the thing of the past. It really truly is. Once upon a time they were able to do it, and it worked. But now too many people on this planet are wide awake. That being said, how do you pull some shit off when we're wide awake? What's up, KD? I loved your podcast. Please continue on And make sure you monetize yourself on Anchor so I can support you. So, ladies and gentlemen, definitely, keep your eye on what's going on. Things are happening very fast. And we must be alert to everything that's going on, or otherwise you'll fall for all of the trickeries that these folks are trying to do. And we don't have time for that anymore. We are way beyond all of the tricks. We really are. Once upon a time, they were able to do this to us. They can't do it anymore. Yeah. Thomas, one thing that you said rings true about them dividing and going against each other. That is what the Most High did in the Bible all throughout history. Whenever there were battles or a group of people that came up against us in the Bible, he would make them turn on each other and start fighting each other. That is a very notorious thing that he has always done. And you're going to see him do it with these folks too. And we have witnessed it. Look at Antifa and the alt-right out in the street beating the hell up out of each other. We're already seeing it. We've been seeing this kind of stuff. You really think about it. No, Josie, it's not working for them. And see, we're in the time of revealing. The revealing is happening. It is real, and it's going to continue. There's not too many lies that these folks can tell, and it's going to be believed anymore. Just understand that. They always got away with lying on us because, see, we didn't have a lot of social media back in the past. And in the early parts on social media, there weren't a big group of people expressing themselves, especially Black people online. The fact that we are doing that now is really recent. And it's very effective too. Because look, we're so effective and they're so scared. Look at what CNN's doing. CNN is now putting an all-Black show on. You know why? Because they see the power in everything we're doing online. We are really kicking some ass out here, and it's scaring the hell out of them. But I want to see it because I want to see what strategies they try to use against the new Black media online. And really, CNN is not creating this because they like Black people. They are creating this because they are going to try to counteract us with other Black faces. White people themselves are not going to actually come out against us because they know how racist that looks. So they're going to use 4 Black clowns to get on a morning show and take digs at us. That's what it's going to be. And I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. That's what it's going to be. And we just got to be ready to get on our platforms and fire right back at them. So it is going to be a tug of war. But, ladies and gentlemen, here's the difference. When we get on our platforms and talk online, we talk from the heart. We talk from our spirit. We talk based on our experience. When they get on that show, they have to say whatever the white man wants them to say. That's the difference. And it's the reason why they will not last long. Don't even be surprised. After about a season or 2, they'll be completely gone. You can't do Esau's bidding and think you're going to have longevity. You won't have it. You won't have it. Yeah, I mean, you're right, Lord Maul. 3 ADOS and Voices of New Black Media is now influencing presidential elections. Yeah, and you can best believe Trump is jumping on the band, right? He said a couple of things that we were saying online. So, absolutely, yeah, we're making a hell of a difference. Never forget that. We are making a huge difference. Anytime we got them talking about reparations and asking questions during a Democratic debate about reparations, yeah, we got their attention. You can best believe we do. Remember, when all of the truth finally comes out, the world is going to be cleaving on to us for direction. They're not going to be looking at Esau at all. It'll be like Esau don't even exist. That's exactly what it's going to be like. They're going to kick them people to the curb completely. And all eyes will be on us. There ain't no salvation through Esau. The salvation of a burning lake, maybe, but that's about it. Yeah. Yeah, we have I have to get back to live streaming. I'm just glad I was able to get on this week and it's not the disaster I had last week. So that in my opinion is a blessing in disguise. But ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of work to do as far as continuing on our path and learning and keeping our eyes on the kingdom. Now, somebody was asking me, we're going to get our reparations from the Most High. I know that. I know that. But if I can make Esau feel even a teeny bit uncomfortable, I'm going for it, okay? I'm going for it, y'all. I know what's going to happen. Remember, we're getting everything back. We're getting our land back, all of our possessions. We're getting everything back. And remember, Esau is getting cut off forever. They won't even have access to resources. The resources that they're stealing now, they're going to be completely cut off and thrown back in their land and not have access to no resources on this planet. And so the Most High is going to send them out of here the same way they came, broke, poor, with mice and rats on the ships. That's how they're going to leave. They're going to leave the same way they came. They came here piss poor, and they're going to be leaving piss poor. Okay? Well, that's right. What money do they need in the caves? You don't need no money in the caves. You don't need no money there. Yeah, so do I. I'm KD. Yeah, so they're going to be where we are, probably a lot worse, knowing the Most High, because look, we're his children, and look at what happened to us. They are not his children, and he already said he hates Esau. Can you imagine how worse it's going to be for them? Yeah, they are going to regress back. They're not going to be in the society, and remember, they're not going to be the cancers of the earth anymore. He's not going to allow that. He's not going to allow it. Those times are done. They are not going to be on this earth and being a thorn in everybody's side. Yeah, you're right about that. That's the real true shithole, Lord Maul. That's the shithole he should be talking about. Yeah, you are. Like I said, they are going to really fall hard from grace. It's going to get to the point where they open their mouth to say something, even about us, and people are going to be looking at them like they lost their mind because they won't believe them. This is really the last hurrah for them. This is really it. They won't be ruling anywhere else. Yeah, it really is a fall from Rome. It really is. That is very true. And not to mention the fact that the thing is, these folks are not ready for what's about to happen to them. They are not ready at all, y'all. They are not ready. They are definitely going to crumble and fall apart. And you're going to see, just like Jeffrey Epstein, you're going to see a lot of them making all kinds of attempts to commit suicide. I just read a story, y'all, and it was a banker, a New York banker, that drowned himself in his backyard pool because he was about to get arrested for embezzlement. And you're going to see a lot of that. You're going to see a lot of them trying to check out of here because they know they're in a lot of trouble. And look, Jeffrey Epstein, there was no way after abusing 300 teenage girls, he was never going to be able to redeem himself ever again. And he knows it. I believe they killed him too. You know why? This is very strange. Yesterday, I was looking at a story on Jeffrey Epstein, and one of the girls that he molested came forward, and she worked at Trump's resort at Mar-a-Lago, and she was sent over to Jeffrey Epstein's mansion from Trump's resort to sleep with him. And she said Jeffrey Epstein invited his friends, and they were celebrities. They were multi-millionaire investors and a lot of politicians. And she said those were the kind of men they were sleeping with when she was a teenager. And she actually dropped names. And the very next day after that article, Epstein was dead. The very next day. I saw that article yesterday. And then today he's dead. Yeah. They had to get rid of him because too many names were going to be dropped. So, ladies and gentlemen, just stay tuned because the trashy books will be coming out from these Epstein. They're now all grown women now, but it's going to be a lot of book deals coming out from these women now. Yeah, I believe Epstein was killed too. It's too much of a coincidence when they were just getting ready to unseal all these court documents and then he dies around the same time. It's not a coincidence. Trust me, there's no such thing as a coincidence. Absolutely not. Yeah, I saw that too, KD. I saw that almost 10 years ago. I remember seeing that episode of Trump being assassinated. And don't be surprised because, look, if this country tanks under his watch, I can see people taking some attempts on him. Well, yeah, you're right, Tree of Life, Eden. Look at his wife. That will tell you the kind of women that Trump likes. Yeah, they sure are. The symptoms, yeah, Simpsons, they are. They had quite a few episodes that people, they even had 9/11. If you go back and look far enough in their episodes, they even had 9/11 in their episode prior to it happening. Yeah, Deadshot 81. I believe he was set up and killed. Look, they set people up to get killed in prison all the time. It happens all the time. Yeah, I believe that. You know, he wouldn't be the first one somebody would take an attempt on. It has happened before. You had JFK, and I didn't even realize how gruesome that killing was of JFK until I watched it as, really, I would say, as an adult. When I was a kid, I didn't pay so much attention to the details of what happened to him. And it wasn't until I became an adult and started watching that assassination and you could see pieces of his head coming off. Oh man, that was crazy right there. When he got killed in that car in that limo in Dallas. Man, that was some crazy mess. But first of all, I thought the way Kennedy died was stupid. Why would you, the president, drive down any road with a convertible top down? You know what the risk is. Why would you drive around like that in the first place? I think something was really strange about that. I think it's crazy. Why would any president drive around with a convertible top down? And you know the risk of being assassinated very easy with the rag top down. I never could understand why they drove him around like that. You mean to tell me he couldn't just look out of a bulletproof window and wave to the crowd? He couldn't do that? I just always thought that was very strange. I don't know. You're right, Tree of Life Eden. I feel the same way. Do you remember when they tried to say Jason Van Dyke got beat up in jail, but you never saw one single picture of Jason Van Dyke beaten up or even with a scrape? And then he was conveniently moved to a federal prison. And I thought, I was like, you know what? I bet you he never got beaten up. That whole thing was about getting him out of the prison and getting him in Club Fed where he would have an easier time. I never, I really truly don't believe he was ever beaten up. Well, Kemet God Reloaded, he probably won't die where he is. He's in Club Fed. He's in like a hotel. That's where he is. Yeah, I don't understand why any president would drive around like that. I just always thought every time I see him driving, that footage of him driving around with the rag top down, I just said, why would a president do that? Why would any president drive around when you know what the risks are? Yeah, Jason Van Dyke will get his. Trust me. I believe the Most High got something real special for Jason Van Dyke, KD. I really do. I think there's a special punishment waiting just for him. And plus, when you kill a child, your life is never the same. Just look at George Zimmerman. Okay, and Carolyn Bryan, after Emmett Till was killed, her life went down the drain. Their lives are never the same when they mess with children, especially our children. I mean, look at the cop that's been trying to get back on the force that killed Tamir Rice. He's having a hard time getting on a police force because, look, just because you beat a case in court, it doesn't mean that the public is going to accept you. And they are finding that out the hard way. Well, Amber Geiger probably will get off because in America, they don't punish people like her. Yeah, I mean, they don't punish folks like her. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Yeah, I mean, look, look at everything that's happening now. They're trying to get a change in venue. They're trying to go for a white conservative jury. They're trying to do all of the things that they know will get Amber Geiger off. You know, they don't want her in jail. So if they can find a loophole or something, they're going to go for it. That's how it's done. I mean, look at all the things that happen. And just us doing the interview with Bunny. First of all, they never went into Amber Geiger's apartment to search it. It was the police department that helped Amber Geiger move out. And that, when I saw that, I knew something wasn't right. Why was she allowed to move during an investigation? Okay, if you're being investigated for murder or even manslaughter, why would you be allowed to move? And they let her move. They let it happen. They let her move. Yeah, well, they have no right to tell us not to support our own. We're allowed to support our own people. Okay, we don't care what the white media says. If we want to support our own people, we will. I gave to Bunny. So, yeah, and if I want to give her more money, I'll do it. Plain and simple, I'll do it. They're not going to tell me who I can and cannot give a donation to. Screw the mainstream media. You know how many of these cops killed one of us and they raised millions of dollars for the cops that murdered an unarmed black person? No, you don't get to say nothing to us when we want to donate to our own. I'm sorry. I mean, even with Jason Van Dyke, if you go out to GoFundMe, him and his wife, they raised over $100,000 for them. Nobody gets my alerts these days. Keontae Cartier. Yeah, nobody gets my alerts. So join the club. Yeah, I mean, look, Amber Geiger, where did she go? She went on a cruise to the islands around where Botham Jean was from. Okay, how devastating, how devastated was she when you really think about that? How devastated was she? Shalom, John T. Oh, okay. No, I mean, look, we have to just be prepared for the fact that number one, that trial is happening in America, and we know what America do for police officers like Amber Geiger. Thank you, Astarte Jones. Thank you, darling. We know what America does with police officers like Amber Geiger. Number one, we already know they don't want to punish them. We already know that more than likely she will beat the system. All she got to do is get the right kind of jury that will listen to that 911 tape and feel sorry for her. And that will pretty much do it for the case. I sure didn't feel sorry for her listening to her dog wails. Instead of helping Botham Jean, she's sitting up there crying for herself. Man, I tell you what, if, when we finally get around to hearing her voice for the first time, that's what she did. I'm going to lose my apartment. I'm going to lose my job. I didn't mean to shoot him. I'm going to lose my job. Who the hell cares about that? Give the damn man some CPR. Do something. You caused the shit. How you going to cause somebody's death and then stand there thinking about yourself? I mean, but that's what she did. You know, I was sick when I heard that 911 tape. I was sick to my damn stomach. Yeah, so, the one person I would like to interview is Botham Jean's mother, and I hope I'm able to get her, but I'm going to wait until after the trial and when things kind of settle down to try to interview his mom. That's what I would like to do. I'm going to see if I can get her. There's a lot of people out here that support her and her family. We're all not we're not all falling for the Amber Geiger tears. We're not all falling for that shit. But yeah, I see quite a few people. Everybody's buzzing about the Jeffrey Epstein death, and I'm not going to really jump on the bandwagon. I'm not jumping on the bandwagon because yeah, I that Bud stuff got under my skin, Stephen, because she knew who the hell he was and she knew his name because Amber Geiger had filed complaints on Botham Jean. So you can't file a complaint unless you somewhat know who the person is and know what apartment they're in. No, you know what it was? Botham John and his girlfriend was having that loud sex upstairs, and that was bothering her. That's what it was. And I mean, really, that's really what it was. That's what her complaints was. It was. She was disturbed that he was getting something that she wasn't getting. Remember, she lived in her apartment with a dog. Okay. That's just not the same. Yeah, Becky couldn't handle that. She had to go upstairs and do something about it. It got to be too much for her, you know? But I am going to watch that trial, if especially if it's going to be available online. I definitely want to watch it. I hope it is broadcast, like they did with Jason Van Dyke. They showed his trial. So maybe they'll show Amber Geiger. I hope so. I'm definitely going to follow it. You know, I just feel sorry for his family because they got to sit there and live through all that mess all over again. Yeah, that's what they all are, PD Chicago. It seemed like they're all incels because, if you notice, all of these mass shooters, not only were they all white males, they were all very anti-sociable, or they were the kind of people that nobody wanted to be around because they were just weird. It seems like those are the kind that want to go out here and do all of the mass shooting. Yeah, cop code. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Yeah, so like I said, I'm sure they'll reveal more about Jeffrey Epstein. These folks are so damn happy the mass shooting is now out of the news, and they can now flood the entire mainstream media with Jeffrey Epstein's alleged suicide. Yeah. So I'm sure they're happy that they can finally get that out of the news. Well, you know what? That's right. There's no point in them whining about being minority. It's going to happen. If you're not having no damn babies and you're dying of opioids and your people are committing a lot of suicide, it's inevitable that you're going to be a minority. There's no point in them whining about it. And it's so damn bad, their women won't even have their children anymore. So they need to get over themselves. How you doing? Yeah, I'm on Streamlabs. They need to get over their damn self and stop whining about that. It's going to happen whether they like it or not. Yeah, you're going to be in a minority. Get used to it. Get over it. It's going to happen. And that's nobody's fault but their own. That's what you get for spending 400 damn years focused on us and not even focused on your immediate situation. But you focused on us. That's what you get. I don't feel sorry for them. They could have been focused on themselves, but they want to dog us out for 400 damn years and not even look at themselves. And now they can't have babies, and I don't feel bad for that. Why should I feel bad? That's their problem. Shoot. Instead of worried about what we're doing, worry about yourself. They did that to themselves. Yeah, and the thing is, they keep crying about that. And the funny part is they put those abortion laws in place and their women are still defiant. They all over the internet buying up all them abortion pills. That right there should tell you they don't have no control over Becky anymore. They can't get Becky to do nothing they want. That's what they need to be concerned about instead of trying to dog us around 24/7. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they need some cheese with their wine, right? Well, yeah, I mean, the thing is, Becky was encouraged to focus heavily on her career. Now everybody is doing that and forgo having babies. Now they're complaining about that. Well, make up your mind. Do you want people to have careers or do you want them to have families? But you told everybody a career was the thing. That was the huge thing everybody should want. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? That was never something that we did. When you open up the Bible, the Most High don't tell us to go focus on a career and put a career first and you think about your career. We didn't do that. That's Esau's crap. And look at how it's imploding on them now. It's imploding to the point where if they got a career, they don't want children. They're walking away from even having a family now. This is all their fault. You put that message out there. That's what you told your people. That's what you told your children when you were raising them. Get a career. Get a career. Have a career. Put your career first. And that's what they're doing now. And they ain't having none of your babies. How you going to be mad at somebody over that? And you were the one to put that message out there. You gave bad advice. So live with it. Deal with that shit now. I was reading an article yesterday that they said not enough people have access to Narcan. They want more people out here to have full access to Narcan. So, in other words, they're trying to get every damn body out here to help them with their junkies. And I'm like, nah, I ain't falling for that mess. They gave out free Narcan around the corner from me. I didn't go near that place to go get any Narcan. Hi, Hood Mistress, Shalom. I didn't go near the Rite Aid around the corner from me. I didn't go near it for no damn Narcan. Shalom, Sean. Yeah, you saw that? They did it throughout my entire state, and I'm hearing rumors that they plan on doing it again. So this is not the last time they plan on doing this. They're going to do it again. But yeah, they're now trying to force our hand, and get the whole public in on saving these junkies. And they were like, because the article said, well, if we can get Narcan in everybody's hand, we can save all these lives. Oh, well, I don't know how you going to do it. Everybody is not going to volunteer to be around junkies like that. Some people don't want no part of that mess. So they're going to have a problem with that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of their own people won't even carry Narcan, to be honest with you. There are some that do, but yeah, there's a lot that say they're not going to do it. And see, they're just doing that because they are trying to spare the police and the EMTs and all that from going to all them calls if they can get the public involved. And look, the police in this country treats us like crap. Why would I want to spare them with anything? Why would I want to do that? Yeah, fentanyl is the black. Yeah, yeah. They can't beat their addiction, y'all. They can't beat it. They've been trying to beat their addiction for a long time. They cannot beat this addiction at all. Well, yeah, and if they have residue of the fentanyl on them, let's say they have it on their clothing and you touch them, yeah, you can overdose too. There's footage of police officers overdosing just from searching their cars. They'll fall out and immediately start overdosing. I'm just, my thing is this: during the crack epidemic, I didn't see the public all getting in on helping the black community, the ones that were crack addicts. I didn't see the whole country getting in on helping somebody. But now that it's them, we all got to get in on helping. No, no, I ain't, no. Uh-uh. Well, no, I mean, I think they got some nerve trying to come to us to get us to help. I think they got a lot of nerve, knowing how they criminalize the crack addict during the epidemic. All of them were criminals, and even the women that were pregnant, if their babies died because the mother did crack, they charged the mother with murder. That's what they did. That's the kind of laws they did and put into place for us. They criminalize everything. And if they came in your house or thought there was crack in the house, they would use the battery ram, knock the door in, and everybody in the house got arrested. Even if your grandmama was upstairs sleeping in her bed and had no idea crack was in the house, she got arrested too. That's how they did it. But now here we are 20 plus years later, and we're all supposed to put Narcan in our pockets and run around and help them. I think that takes a lot of nerve to have that expectation, especially on us. I think it takes a lot of nerve. Oh, they're getting everything, Beverly Sims. They're getting hepatitis A, B, and C from their epidemic, and HIV, because a lot of them are sharing needles and they're having sex with each other for drugs. They're having sex for drugs. They're prostituting themselves. And that's also a big problem that they won't talk about. A lot of these junkies, especially the ones on the street, they're having sex for drugs. And they are picking up a lot of those STDs just from doing that. And not to mention the skin diseases and stuff that they have from all of the injections that they're doing on themselves. They got a lot of problems. They got a lot of health problems. Now you have a younger generation already seeing a cardiologist for things they shouldn't even be in a cardiologist's office until they make it at least into their damn 60s. These folks are in their teens and 20s and already getting valve replacement. because of the drug epidemic. Shoot, we didn't see in my day, we didn't see no cardiologists in our 20s. We weren't nowhere near the most young people didn't need to see no cardiologists. But because of the drugs they're doing, all them heavy narcotics, they got to see a cardiologist now. Oh, yeah. You know what they do? They hang around, like around here, they hang out around in front of stores, or they hang around at our local light rail train, and they panhandle. They panhandle and try to beg people for money. And you can clearly tell they're drug addicts. They look filthy. They got all kinds of missing teeth. They got dirt under their nails. You can just tell when you look at them. It's a junkie. You can clearly tell. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, actually, I don't want them approaching me. I really don't. I don't want them approaching me because they can potentially just try to steal from you, or try to snatch your purse or something like that. I would prefer if they don't approach me for anything, not even money. Yeah, most of them don't get that much money, believe it or not. Because I see a lot of, when I'm in the store and I see them out there panhandling, a lot of people just walk right past them and just ignore them. At least they do around here. Yeah, they always are out there panhandling. And usually those are the junkies that are living on the street. Yeah. Well, well, if we really wanted to be rotten, y'all, if we really truly wanted to be rotten, just like they love calling the cops on us when they're trying to panhandle from us, we can call 911 and say, I feared for my life. This junkie, out here asking for money. They look menacing. They look scary. They got teeth missing. They smell. I'm scared. I want a cop to come out here and get this junkie. We could do them dirty like that. I mean, look, if we really wanted to be rotten, we could get them back and make calls on their junkies. I feared for my life. This junkie came up on me from nowhere and was trying to get my money. We can make stuff up just like them. They reached in my purse to try to get my money. Just like they over exaggerate everything when they're on the phone with the cop when it comes down to us. We can over exaggerate too. They were trying to reach for my purse strap. I feared for my life. And you know what? I would call anyway just to annoy them. They're bothering. You just tell them they're bothering everybody out here. I just saw them bother a white woman with a baby stroller. I bet you they'll come out then. Yeah, that's what Kellyanne said, Black Cobra. He said, Kellyanne Conway said eat a french fry and have some ice cream to get over their addiction. I like her remedy. I think they all should be doing Kellyanne's remedy. Yeah, they like getting in front of stores. That's one of the big things they do is get in front of stores because they know people going in got money to spend. They already know that. So that's why a lot of times you'll see them around convenience stores, you'll see them around dollar stores and stuff because they know if you're walking in there, you got to have some money. Yeah, Jim Jones, Johnson, I'm sorry, Jim Johnson. I did see that, and I actually saw a picture of him too. The Hispanic guy that went on a stabbing spree. Yeah, he definitely was a white Hispanic. I saw his picture. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I said, if we could really be rotten and call the cops on their junkies if we really wanted to. Yeah, you see, you just get on the phone and over exaggerate like him. There's some crazy junkie out here. He's on a rampage in the parking lot. He's trying to beat people up. He tried to hit me. He's out here trying to hit kids. We could play it up just like they do. Yeah, I saw that, Jamal Bay. I saw that where the mass shooter said he wanted to get Jews and LGBTQ. Yep, I saw that. There's a lot of stories I want to do, but I know if I do some of those stories, I'm going to get flagged. That's why anything that is, potentially a red flag on YouTube, I'll just take it over to Anchor and do it over there. That's one thing about Anchor. You can pretty much say what you want. They don't bother you at all. Yeah, we don't have that in my area, Hood Mistress. It must be down there. It must be in other locations. The quick trips, yeah, we don't have that in my state. We used to have Arco. We used to have a lot of Arcos around here at one time, but they all left the state. So now, we have Wawa is our 24-hour convenience store that everybody goes running in. We still have a handful of 7-Elevens, not that many. And Mickey D's, well, Mickey D's is everywhere. You can go down the road and probably run into several of them where I am. They got too many, if you ask me. Yeah. Yeah, they're always trying to get money. I never thought, Hood Mistress, I never thought I would see the day where I would see so many white people homeless because of their drug addiction and out here panhandling. But you see a lot of it now. It's very common, more common than uncommon. Yeah, they will go wherever people are spending money, Lord Mall 3. If they think you got money, that's where they're going to hang out. Yeah, I mean, they will arrest them if they're panhandling. They won't ignore that. They'll come out there because, they're a public nuisance. And not only that, if they're broke and panhandling, they can potentially rob somebody. So they'll come out for that. Oh, yeah. See, they'll do something about the phone calls if we start doing it. See, the moment we start making the phone calls on them, oh, all of a sudden they'll get laws in place where you can't do it. So I guess it's a way to eliminate it. We can get rid of it if we start making those calls. They certainly don't want us doing it. Oh, Shawnette, nobody ever gets my notifications, it seems like. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Even around here, one time I was outside just cleaning up my yard, and these two white women actually stopped and asked me if I knew any churches that was giving out food. And I'm looking at them, and both of them were real dirty. The car they were driving was old. And I'm looking at them. I was like, what? They were like, are there any churches around here that you know that's giving out food? And I mean, I know where some of the churches are, but I'm like, it was stunning to me. It was stunning to me. In fact, that was just before I found out about how bad they were on opioids. It was just a little bit before then when that happened. I just happened to see, and they were like, well, we're looking for some food. We're looking for, a church or something. And I'm looking at both of them. Both of them looked very unkept. They had teeth missing. They didn't look like they were in good shape at all, but they were looking for a church for food. And I was like, look how raggedy them two white women look. And I thought to myself, boy, I never thought I would have seen the day of looking at that happen. Yeah, I do know they do that at Subways, and sometimes they've gotten their asses kicked down there bothering people for money. At least in Philly, they have. They'll be out there panhandling, and somebody will get sick of them and beat their ass out there. I don't know if they were both meth addicts, but they were both pretty beat up looking. I know that. And I was just shocked at them trying to find food at a church. It's pretty bad when they got a rigged up system and you're still failing in a rigged up system. That's some fucked up shit right there. That is pretty messed up. Oh, they still going on and on about Jeffrey Epstein. I done got a million pop-ups on my damn phone over Jeffrey Epstein. Well, a lot of them are holding up pharmacies and stuff. Because look, I mean, it costs money to be a drug addict. It's not like you can be a drug addict for free. That's why they're panhandling, because they gonna always run out of money. So when they run out of money, a lot of times they turn to crime. They'll start doing things like armed robberies at a pharmacy, or they'll just start robbing even their own family out of their possessions. They do that too. Yeah. Yeah, it's bad in Philly, especially in Kensington. I've been over there myself and seen all those needles all over the ground. It's really bad over there. But in Philly, it's kind of interesting. It's not like the rest of the country. When you go to Philadelphia, especially over in Kensington, when you go over there, you will see a lot of Hispanics are really your biggest drug users over there. And then followed by the Hispanics are the whites. That's probably the one place that you will go to and see more Hispanics strung out on drugs than white people. But when you go to other parts of the country, it's more white people strung out on drugs. Yeah, Upper Darby. Yep. Right. Yeah, Upper Darby, Pennsylvania. Yeah, all of those places are bad. In fact, not over there in Kensington, they had a tent city of all of these addicts there. And what they did was they ran them all out. But it doesn't really do any good. They'll just start it back up again. It may make them disappear for a few weeks and then they go right back to pitching those tents up. It don't stop them. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, Jamal Bay. It's really bad in the city. I mean, yeah, I mean, Shawnette, I did a couple of stories where they prostituted their own kids to have sex with someone for money so they could get drugs. They don't care. They really don't. And you can also tell in the foster care system, there's more white children in foster care than any other child, you know? And those family members are not stepping up for those kids. In fact, there's a growing number of black people taking in white kids as foster children. White people are not stepping up for those kids like you think. The last time I looked, they said there's like 5.5 million children in the foster care system that are there because they have either a parent that's in jail that's addicted to drugs, or both parents are addicted to drugs and lost their kids, or the parents just died and nobody in the family stepped up to take them in. So they end up in foster care. They're not stepping up for those kids like you would think. I'm shocked at how many of these white children are in foster care and nobody is stepping up for them. And I remember I said that on one of my videos, and some white person came in the comment section and said, we don't want to put out the money for the extra expense and pay for all these kids. So it's all about money. Money is their reason for not taking in their children. They don't want to take care of them. They don't want to be bothered with them. Yeah, yeah. The stories are out there. There's a lot of black foster parents now taking in white children because they can't find enough people. In fact, there's a lot less people even trying to be foster parents today. Back in the day when I was coming up, there was a lot of people that had foster kids in their homes. There was a lot of them that did. All around me when I was growing up. In fact, I went to school with some of the foster kids and I was friends with a few of them. I remember that, but now, no, they ain't stepping up for them kids. So it's at the point where, yeah, black people can now bring in white children as foster parents. Yeah, a lot of grandparents. In fact, some of them I personally knew took their grandkids in because their son or daughters or both parents were in jail, so the kids needed someone. And during the crack epidemic, those addicts would disappear sometimes for weeks. and their kids wouldn't know where they were. So the families, they had to step up and take the children in. And many of those grandparents, they were old, but they got up every day and took care of their grandkids. Hi, Akeem. Shabbat shalom to you. That's okay. We're just really just talking. Wow. Yeah, I mean, but you know what? It's history. When you really think about it, it's history repeating itself. Who was raising their kids hundreds of years ago and nursing? You can see all the pictures of black women nursing white babies and taking care of them and taking care of the kids and watching the white children. Now, look at history repeating itself today, where you got a lack of foster care parents, and black people are now taking in white children. It's history repeating itself all over again. You know, because I mean, it's either let black people take them in as foster kids, or they end up in the system until they're 18. So, and when you watch all of those videos, they're always pleading for more people to be foster parents, take in more children. Yeah, yeah. Not the maids, the mammies, Diana. That's what they used to call them back then. Mammy. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Shonda, we do have a choice now. We do. Brandy, that's the one thing I never wanted to do. And I know a lot of people say, "Oh, you need to step up for your children." That is true, but especially when I had my son, he was such a handful. I didn't I didn't think I had the patience to take in a bunch of foster kids, but there were some people around me that did. They had their biological children and foster children. And there's still some people around me that are like that. Now, not only can you be a foster parent, they let you take 5, 6 children because there's so few people, so many people that are not stepping up to be foster parents. Now you can get 5 or 6 of them kids now, and the state will pay you money for taking them in. So yeah, to black children. Yeah, I hear you, Jamal. Well, a lot of them know why they're there. I've even done videos with them talking, and they'll say, "Yeah, my mom was a heroin addict." The kids know why they are there and know why the parent is not there for them. They know. And some of these kids, because they've been around parents that were junkies, the kids are pretty screwed up. That's another reason why they're not stepping up for them. You think them crack babies were a handful? These kids that were born addicted to opioids, remember, they got smaller heads. So, and they said they are They have learning disabilities. They can't keep up in class. So now you have a whole class of children going into special ed, and you don't know how these kids are going to turn out. You don't know what's going to happen and how they're going to turn out. But they said they do have behavioral problems, and they tend to be a lot slower than the other children. Because I know when I first started learning about their opioid addiction, they tried to make the claim that once the kid got dried out from the drugs, they were okay. But I knew that had to be a lie. How can a mother take heavy narcotics through her pregnancy and then the baby comes out okay and there's no problems? I knew they weren't telling the truth. That doesn't even make any sense. Yeah, they said they have smaller head sizes than the average child, all of those opioid children. So that in itself is telling you there's going to be a lot of underlying problems with these kids. And you got to think about that before, thank you, Akeem. You got to think about that before bringing a child like that in your house. What kind of behavioral problems are they going to have? Yeah, like I said, you got to be prepared for that kind of stuff. I just don't believe I could deal with that. And it's probably a big reason why the families of many of these white people are not stepping up for them kids, because they know the issues that those kids have just from being born, with some kind of drug addiction. Yeah. Wow, Shawnette, really? I knew a foster mother who only had a little white girl for 1 week, and the little girl set her house on fire. They said the child had a detachment problem. Man, I don't care what kind of problem that child had. I would have kicked her ass. She would have burnt my house down. I would have kicked her ass. Wow. That is some messed that's messed up. That's messed up. Shabbat shalom, Michael. Yeah, that's messed up. So I already know those kids are going to be a handful, because they're already talking about them in school and what they're like and how slow they are. So you already see a big problem right there. Yeah. It's easy to, you know what I mean? It's easy to get angry in those situations, especially if you don't understand the psyche of those kind of kids that have those sort of problems. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, so what Manos, what is he? Some white supremacist up in here? Is that what he is? Yes, he's a racist white supremacist. Really? Manos, we want our reparations. Give us our money. Cut the check. Where's our money? We don't want to talk about no dumb shit. Come talking about our money. Reparations. That's what we want. Reparations. If you ain't over here talking that, we don't want to talk to your ass. Yeah, I agree with that, John T. That's right. Tangibles. You got that right, Akeem. Shoot, if you ain't over here talking about that, we don't hear all that dumb shit you're talking. You can get on with that. We don't want to hear nothing else. Don't come over here with no dumb shit unless you talking about our reparations. And you shouldn't have time to be over here either, Manos. Don't y'all need to work on that mass shooting problem in your community? You need to be focused on that and less focused on black people. Go do something about all of them mass shootings coming from people in your community. Go do something about them opioids. You shouldn't have time to be coming to black folks for anything. Give us our damn money. Give me my reparations. Well, go. They even told me, one troll told me, and I thought this was kind of funny. They said, "Oh, we don't, I don't like going on white channels. They're boring. The black channels are way more interesting." I said, "Oh, okay, you're a troll and you're telling me that? Okay." But in a way, he's kind of right. You ever go on those channels where they have a million subscribers, like a white channel where they have a million subscribers? One thing I always notice, I don't know how they got a million subscribers because their content ain't even interesting. I'm like, wait a minute. And that just go to show you that YouTube will promote white channels a lot more than they don't promote us at all. But they will promote a white channel that's not even all that great. Yeah, when they come trolling, you got to ask the troll to show you the money. Whenever they come trolling, we want our reparations. We want our damn reparations. You don't like us, we don't like you. So give us our reparations so we can get the fuck away from you. That's the way I see it. You want to get rid of black people? Give us our damn reparations. We'll be glad to get away from you. We ain't gonna get away from you for free. You better pay up. Yeah. That's what you do when they come around. You bombard them with questions. You just slam them with reparations. No, Dark Visitor. No, they don't want to let us go. It's very obvious at this point. If they wanted to let us go, they could have gotten rid of us a long time ago. They didn't get rid of us because they can't afford to do it. Plain and simple. If they could have cut us off a long time ago, you would have seen it. Yeah, I know, Michael. You saw that? They said we were more dangerous than white supremacists and Al Qaeda. That's what. Yeah, we're more dangerous than white supremacists and head chopping Al Qaeda. Yeah, right. I guess next they're going to try to say we're more dangerous than a Mexican cartel, right? Drug cartel. Lord, these people, they need to get out of here with that mess. But what it does tell you for them to come to that kind of conclusion, there's plenty of Klansmen in the FBI. That's what it tells you right there. Yeah, Dwayne, it was a trip when that came out in Newsweek. So I'm not surprised. But, they got to always keep the focus off of themselves. They don't want you looking at them and their crimes. They want you to keep looking at us and keep believing them that we are the scariest thing in society. And it's a lie. It's a lie. And just look at the recent actions. I want to keep pointing you to the recent actions. Countries put out a travel warning over the recent mass shootings. They didn't put out a travel warning because of black on black crime. They didn't put a travel warning out over Chicago. They put it out over the recent shootings that happened in this country, and they were all three were white males. That's why they put that out. Okay? That's why they put that out. And if we were that damn dangerous, wouldn't we be free by now? Seriously, if we were that dangerous, wouldn't we be free? We wouldn't be oppressed anymore. Shabbat Shalom, Anita Williams. Yeah, I mean, we know what the truth is. And actually, much of the world knows the truth because of social media. People are watching what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. They're watching. And they see it's white police shooting unarmed black people. And they see how our children are treated in school. And they're seeing those phone calls where they're approaching us and calling the police over a bunch of nothing. And now they see them running around talking about go back from where you came from. You go back from where you fucking came from. You go back. Right, but you know what? Crime is going down in urban areas. Crime is going down. Crime ain't going up, it's going down. In fact, in rural areas and the suburbs, it's rising and going through the roof in those areas. But in the actual inner cities, crime has been on a decline now for over 25 years. It's not going up. And so I don't know what they're talking about. Um, all this killing and stuff. And number two, if we were killing the way they claim, wouldn't that be nationwide? Why would everything be relegated to just Chicago? out of the entire big country of 50 states, we're only committing the most crime in Chicago, then you just pretty much let the cat out the bag, and we know that we're not doing all the crimes. Because if we were, wouldn't it be all over the country? Why just Chicago? They're not making any sense. First, we're committing all the crimes, and then all you're talking about is one city in the entire country, Chicago. That doesn't even make any common sense when you really think about it. Right. But Baltimore, really, his son in law is responsible for a lot of that. He owned 9,000 apartments, and they said those apartments were rat infested. He owned those apartment buildings. He was a slumlord. So a lot of those projects that have apartment buildings, Trump's son in law owned those apartments and didn't take care of them. That's the part he's not telling you. Nah, most of the time in the hood, if there's any beef between people, they'll just go after that person. We don't be going in no party talking about I'm gonna kill 30 people and all that stuff. We don't do that. Yeah, Michael, they gonna end up in them FEMA camps. You watch. Somebody gonna end up there. It's not gonna be us. It's gonna be them. I think that's hilarious though, but hey, if the FBI want to believe we're more dangerous than white supremacists and Al Qaeda, go right ahead and believe it. You're going to look stupid at the end of the day. Right, Akeem. It's done on the weekends, and it's always done at a time when the Chicago police switch off those cameras. Cameras are all over Chicago. I had a cousin that lived in Chicago. And you ever notice every time those shootings happens, there's no footage of the shooting? There's no footage. Cameras all over Chicago. No footage of these shootings. No footage of the drive-bys. Nothing. That's why a lot of people are saying the cops are doing these shootings. It's amazing how every time the shootings go down in Chicago, the cameras on the streets, they don't work. They don't work. And we know Pookie and Ray Ray are not the ones switching those cameras off. Yeah, there's cameras everywhere. But every time them shootings happen, there's no footage of the shootings. So who's messing with those cameras? Who's doing it? No, we have never been the problem in America. They scapegoat on us because they don't want you looking at all of their dirt. That's all. You know, if they can get the world to look at us, then they can continue to commit crimes and killing and murdering and raping, and nobody's looking at them because they're too busy looking at us. That's played out. That's played out. That ain't gonna work for them anymore because we're in the day and age of social media. people can access these stories and see the mass shooting stories and everything else online. So they can't really hide their dirt like they used to. They used to be able to hide it quite well and try to act like we don't commit no crimes. It's black people that do that. They used to try to pull that when I was growing up. They were never committing any crimes. It was just black people. Now that we have social media, these motherfuckers commit more crimes than anyone else. And we see how they can commit a crime and have nothing on their record. Because number one, the cops won't charge them with a crime. And number two, you got a judge sitting on the bench talking about some you look like a good kid. And they don't get any charges will get dropped. So a lot of these people actually do belong in jail, but because they run the system, they don't go to jail. No, they are not going to just strike at you, CD Till. You know why? They are looking for soft targets out here. They're looking to get in a crowd where they know people are not armed. That's how they want to attack people. Balboa, give me my damn reparations. Give me my reparations. We want our reparations. Don't come around talking shit. Come around and tell us when that check gonna be cut. That's all. That's all you need to say to us. If it's all this other, we don't want to hear all that other stupid shit. Give us our damn money. Don't nobody want to hear all that mess about what you think about black people. Fuck that. The hell with that. Give us our goddamn money. Give us our money. Your family probably stole my family's property. I want the shit back. Give it back. That's okay. They can keep coming. I'm going to be demanding my money every time they show up. And I want my damn money. Yeah. No, that's okay. He can infiltrate. He gonna hear about our reparations when he infiltrates. Shoot, if they can come around us talking about some go back from where you come from, you give me my goddamn money so I can leave. I'm not leaving for free. And so you want us gone, you pay up. I require at least 10 to 15 million dollars if you want me to leave. I take nothing less. Sitting up here talking some shit to somebody. Don't nobody want to hear no Them lame ass usual racist stuff we've been hearing for 400 damn years because your asses can't think of nothing new. We ain't trying to hear that shit. Give me my goddamn money. You need 30 mil, Mike. I hear you. I hear you. But y'all get out of our faces because ain't nobody leaving out of here for no damn free. You want us gone, you gonna pay a nice amount of money. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. See, y'all got it now. That's what you do when a troll come around. Shoot. Seize the opportunity. You start demanding your damn money. That's what you do. Okay, T. Taylor. Thank you. You want to melanated magic said, fuck that, give me trillion. I hear you. I hear you. And they dropping dead in Japan. Shoot, that heat wave is kicking their asses. It's taking them out. Yeah, I'm telling you, Lucky Lloyd, I hear you. I'm gonna need some damn interest on that money too. I need 400 years of interest on the money. 400 years of interest. And let me correct myself. I need 10 to 15 million dollars for the slaves on my mother's side of the family and another 10 to 15 million for the slaves on my dad's side. There you go. That's what I need. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. They said if you were eligible, if they would have gave us the 40 acres in a mule, they would have had to give it to every single black family with at least 4 children. And my family on my mom and dad's side back then had a lot of children, way past 4. So they would have both been able to get their 40 acres and a mule if they would have done things right. But, they gave our 40 acres and a mule to the white Europeans that came over. We never got it. Yeah, I heard about that melanated magic. Do you hear about the golden asteroid? Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, that's okay. Whenever he comes around, you keep asking for your reparations, hood mistress. That's all. He'll get tired of having that conversation. He'll get tired of it real soon. I don't know what. Yeah, I know they got reparations. The slave masters, Astarte Jones. I don't know what the hell they got it for. Their asses didn't do shit for 400 years. I don't know what the hell they got it for. That's okay. Just come on, Balboa. Come on in. He just subscribed. Come on, Balboa. Where's my reparations? Give me my fucking money, Balboa. Give me my money. Give us what you owe. Come on in. Have the conversation. Tangibles now. Reparations now. Hashtag ADOS, Balboa. Shalom, True Royal. Where's my goddamn money? I ain't asking, I'm demanding. Where's my damn money? Don't come over here saying stupid stuff. We don't want to hear all that old stupid 400 years ago bullshit. We talking about serious money. Give us our fucking check. If you ain't over here talking about that, we don't want to hear all that other shit. Calling us nigger, that don't pay the bills. That don't do nothing for us. That don't put calling us a nigger, don't put no food on the table. Fuck that. Give us our money. Pay what you owe. Yeah, y'all, we ain't that far away from the official 400 years. We will be officially at the 400-year mark on the 20th, and we're not that far away. That's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all be coming up with some funny ass names for people. That's pretty funny. Yeah, Destiny, I agree with that. I think when 400 years, when we're officially past that time, all hell is going to break loose. The judgment is going to get harsher and harsher on America. I really, truly believe that. Nah, y'all, you gotta know how to handle the troll. That's all. You ain't gotta sit here and listen to their nonsense. You fire back at them. You troll them back. You start demanding your reparations. Troll their asses back. That's what you do. You don't be trolled. You do the trolling. Yeah, what pure sulfur will rain down again on this place. Yeah. No. Um John T. Hart, we don't want Balboa to get sunscreen. We want him to get some hogweed. We want him to get hogweed. We don't want him to have no sunscreen. It shit don't work anyway. He needs hogweed. That's what he needs. He needs a big, we need to pick a big bouquet of hogweed and have it delivered to his house. That's what we need. In fact, I think when we get our reparations, we need to send every white person in America a bouquet of hogweed to say thank you. Melanated Magic TV said, yeah, mix it with hogweed with lemons and limes. Yeah, yeah, I'm going to send them a thank you gift. Mm-hmm. No, we know the trolls can't give us reparations, but look, if they gonna come troll us, we gonna troll their asses back by asking for our reparations, demanding our reparations, troll their behinds back. That's what you do. I mean, and Balboa, what a joke. I took YouTube to court and I won. What makes you think I'm scared of your little trolling? Are you for real? I took on a damn corporation. You some little piss ass troll probably sitting in your mama's basement and you think I'm afraid of that? Get real, okay? Boy, you couldn't be more retarded. Yeah, I mean, I'm more than willing to send the hogweed root and everything. Say, plant this in your front yard for good luck. Yeah, plant this for good luck around your house. Yeah, yeah, Rocky Balboa, the one that talked like he had a mouthful of marbles. Adrian! Oh man, Sylvester Stallone, that man, he needed diction lessons. He sound horrible when he talked. And besides, how you gonna get excited over some little fake out character in a movie? At least we got real boxers that were true champions that we can look to. He got some fakeified character from a damn movie. Lemonade hogweed. Yeah. But it's going to get interesting, y'all. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more violence. We're going to see a lot more decline, a lot more suicides. It's going to, everything's about to ramp up in here. Hmm. Oh, we got another troll, super what, Super Ren Lee? Well, don't come up here saying stupid shit. Give us our reparations. Give us our reparations. We don't want to hear all that stupid shit. Don't come with dumb shit. Give us our tangibles. Destiny is on the 20th. The 20th, August 20th. So we have, what, 10 days? Yeah, we'll be reaching that mark in 10 days. All of you trolls in the room, give me my fucking reparations. Give me my money. Cut the damn check. Don't come in here saying stupid shit. We don't want to hear a bunch of stupid racist shit. You ain't even got brains enough to come up with anything new. You saying the same shit from 400 years ago. Fuck that. Give us our money. You can't stand black people? Good. Pay us and we'll leave. We ain't leaving for free. Pay up. I have had visions. Yes, Brandy, I have. And you will have them too. You'll have a lot of them, especially as we get towards the end. You'll start having dreams that will be realistic. You'll start having visions that are realistic. And remember, that's how the Most High said he was going to see the rest of us. Remember, he spoke with Moses, but he said the rest of us would see us in visions and dreams. You know, don't be afraid. You know, that's our Heavenly Father reaching out to you. Don't be afraid of that. Yeah, that's right. Mm-mm-mm. Right. They're spending money on all kinds of stupid shit, and we could have our reparations, you know? They gave reparations to the gays. Remember? They just gave them reparations. You know, I met him. I met Joe Frazier. I met him in Philadelphia. Probably, it must have been like the 90s. And I was really shocked. He really wasn't that much taller than me. I always thought he was a taller man, and he really wasn't that tall. Yeah, that's true. They haven't gone through anything. That is the truth. Not like we have, but they gave them reparations over us, you know, and they don't care. They don't care that they gave them reparations over us too. So, yeah, that's a good one, Michael. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do something on the August 20th. I think we all should, you know, even if we're doing it individually online. But I think we all should be doing something on the 20th. You know, that's going to be a really important day for us. And the trolls, y'all can come because the whole time you're here, I'm demanding my reparations. So you can come on. You're going to get trolled right back. It's great. No, no, they don't, you know? And look, we got the most perfect president in the world in office for the last days. You couldn't have asked for a bigger idiot if you wanted to. No, when it comes down to Trump. Yeah. Nah, give us our damn money. We don't care nothing about all that remedial crap y'all come here and say. No, we didn't get our fucking money, Steve. Okay? Pay up. You don't tell us what we got. We let you know what we need. You don't come here telling us nothing. Give us our fucking money. We don't want to hear all that stupid ass shit. Give us our money. Yeah, you gave us systematic racism for 400 years. We want systematic reparations for the next 400 years. Give us systematic reparations. That's what you give. Systematic reparations. $900 trillion. Yeah, well, they probably wasted that much money since they've been here. Well, you know what, Michael? They follow us around. They follow us around all over social media, you know. But then in the same token, they want you to know you're a nigger and they hate you. You know how stupid you are. You want to come to us, tell us how much you hate us, but your asses are following us around. Now, how psychotic is that? That's some real psychotic shit right there. I don't follow no damn person around like that on social media, okay? None. Zero. And none of you trolls are interesting enough for me to follow you around, so I don't. I don't. What the hell do I look like following some troll around? Are you fucking kidding me? You ain't that damn interesting. Shoot, don't come on here saying all kinds of stupid ass shit. Give us our money. Give us our reparations. Pay what you owe. Shoot, you want to be obsessed with us? I'm going to be obsessed with my damn reparations. I'm obsessed with asking for my reparations. I'm obsessed with my reparations. To all trolls, I'm obsessed with reparations. You obsessed with black people? I'm obsessed with reparations. Hmm. And Shabbat Shalom, Rain. That's okay. You keep your obsession with black people, and I'm gonna keep my obsession with reparations. Yeah. Look, y'all, don't sweat these people. They gonna do what they do. If they're obsessed with calling the cops on us on the streets, they gonna be obsessed with you on social media. If they had a real life, they wouldn't be concerned about us. Just look at it this way: if they weren't here, they would literally have nothing to do. Okay, they would literally have zero things to do in their life if they weren't coming around us. Yes, Balboa. Thank you for subscribing, Balboa. Thank you, Balboa. Thank you for subscribing. Where's my fucking reparations now? Where's my reparations? Yeah, don't worry about them. There's going to be more mass killings. So they'll be distracted with that. They're upset because everybody's talking about the mass shooters, and we know the mass shooters were white males, all of them. So they're upset. They don't want anybody talking about it. Oh my God, they're black on black crime, Chicago. Black on black crime, Chicago. We don't want you talking about us. Black on black crime, Chicago. Black on black crime. They sound like a damn broken record. Yeah, right. White male incels. Come on. It's Saturday afternoon. It's a beautiful day, and they want to be stalking black people. Enough said, right? Woo, no life for real. Mm-hmm. That's why there ain't no babies in the white community. They too busy trolling black people. Shoot, you should be trying to procreate, get your women and try to have some damn babies up in here. But how you gonna have babies if you online worried about black people, huh? Huh? How you gonna have babies and you're obsessing with us online? No wonder why y'all ain't got no babies. That's right, True Royal. And you, instead of coming here trolling us, go make some fucking babies, okay? Ain't there some bald headed babies you should be having? Bald headed babies with veins going all through their head. The kind of babies y'all have. Go have them babies. Go have them babies. You instead of obsessing with black people. Go increase your population. These poor souls, they'll be down to their last white person. They'll be down to 2 white people, and they'll probably be online trying to troll black people. It'd be 2 white people left in the whole community, and they'll probably be online trolling us. Y'all need to get busy. You can't have babies and you're online trolling us. You can't have babies with dogs. You can't have babies, with your cat. You can't have babies with a donkey or horse. Those things are not going to do you any good. Yeah, the last 2 trolls on earth would be trolling us instead of procreating and having babies. Yeah, CD Till, that's right. How you gonna have babies and you're marrying a dog? Oh man. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, well, sometimes I don't even think they have a womb. That's why they're not having babies. Shalom, Black Kingman. Yeah, you can't have children with dogs or donkeys or horses and none of them things. You can't procreate with animals and have children. Yeah, and oh man, oh man. Yeah, yeah. See, that's the thing. Like I said, you gonna do anything around us, at least be constructive and cut the damn check. If you're not here to cut the check, then you really don't have no other purpose to be here. Cut the damn check. Married to hogweed. Okay. Yeah, womb transplants. I heard about that. I even read a story a couple of years ago how they were going into Africa trying to get the African women to carry their babies for them because they couldn't get pregnant. Well, I'm not sure what the Africans said, Destiny, but I know they were over there trying to see if they could get the African women to carry their babies because they couldn't do it. And we know the African women are probably the most fertile women on the face of the earth. You probably can stare at them and they'll get pregnant. Oh, crazy. Yeah. Yeah, they're that sick. All right, y'all. I'm gonna cut my stream. Yeah, we did 2 hours and 26 minutes today, and we're gonna resume everything normally as if we just pick up from where we left off. I was just so excited to get on. I just start talking. What? We are more of a father to you than your own fathers are to you. Jimmy, please learn how to write a sentence. That was the dumbest thing I ever read in my life. And by the way, my father was around me until the day he died. I don't need no white man to be my father, okay? And neither does anybody in this chat. We don't need none of them things from you. Where's my fucking check, Jimmy? That's all you need to talk about. All that other stuff is bullshit. Where's the money? Where's our reparations? If you didn't come to talk about that, you ain't talking about shit. According to the Bible, Jimmy, your people going into captivity. Okay? Okay? That's where you're going, into captivity. All right, y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. And may the Most High keep you all safe and keep your family safe as we journey into these next dangerous charted waters of mass shootings. Because we know more are coming. Shalom, family, and peace.